Good morning. I slept in. I totally slept. It is 9:58 right now, and I'm still kind of like in my PJs. But I totally slept in. I actually woke up at around 6:30, somewhere where I usually wake up, but I forced myself just to keep my eyes shut, you know, and I ended up drifting into dreamland like multiple times, and it was just, now I think I'm overtired, but, or overslept, or whatever it is, I don't know, but I needed that. I needed that. If you watch the previous daily vlogs, I needed that. Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. We are not going to the emergency room today. Today we're gonna go hiking, and I want to hike a new trail that I haven't hiked before. And I'm looking at this map, brought out this map because this is the area that I want to go, because I got to get into this town to meet that guy that I was supposed to meet yesterday. And I didn't meet him, and now I have an hour and a half to meet him. So it means we got to get out of here. I overslept way too much. I got my cookie for breakfast. They're kind of crunchy. That's why you got to eat them fast, you see, because they start getting really crunchy. I didn't show you guys, but look at these. Ooh, I can actually really see the screen too. I'm getting older, and now I have to wear these. These are brand new. My first glasses. I think the crow likes it. What do you think of them? What do you think? They kind of have this like little wing kind of look to them, but I like them. They're the ones that are, what do you call it when you look at something down and it zooms in and you look up, it's far away. I don't remember what that's called. But it takes a while to get used to it. In fact, sometimes when I'm walking around with them, I'm like, whoa. So these are really for working on my computer. Man, we're gonna have all this noise here today, aren't we? Seriously? Working on my computer or driving, and that's the reason why I got these. Because even looking at a trail map, like it's in HD, look, I can see it. Before I'm like, I think it says this. I think that's a contour line. So I like, and then it has these things too. Let me show you. This is probably so not new to you guys, but it's so new to me, and it's so fun. Oh, get back up. It's a little magnet. Anyway, I think that's pretty cool. See, but if sometimes it feels like everything's kind of doing this though. It's like, you know, again, it's totally new to me. I'm not used to glasses at all, except my sunglasses. And oh yeah, by the way, I got asked why I wear sunglasses all the time when I'm videoing. Well, sometimes I forget to take them off. Sometimes I forget, even though I have a little viewfinder, sometimes I forget I'm even wearing them. But my eyes are extremely sensitive to the light. Like really sensitive. They start tearing up and stuff if I don't wear my sunglasses, and it really hurts. It's like an actual pain for me. So that is why I wear my sunglasses all the time. I will try when I'm in the shade, make a conscious effort to take off my sunglasses if I'm talking to you, but just sometimes I forget I'm even wearing them. The reason why I like the Oakleys, I've been wearing Oakleys forever, is that they're really, really light. They're not very heavy glasses. Like this, to me, is pretty heavy compared to my Oakleys. But they're really, really light, so I barely even know it's on. There's multiple times I'll walk into a store and I'm still wearing them, and I'm like, well, they didn't turn on their lights in here. Anyways, okay. So, let me see here. Let's see if we can find, and I'm gonna put my, like, just cause it's fun. Look at that. That's so fun. This map that I have, it's a brand new map, and I brought it up here. I went hiking with the girls with this map, and I did a video on that if you want to check that out. When I say the girls, I mean my daughters. And a lot of it was closed because it was, there's a big fire that happened over here in this area. So I see this road here. Let me show you when I'm looking at a trail. Okay, when I'm looking at a trail, I want to make sure there's a lot of water sources for Rocky. And since yesterday, I had to go back into town to the emergency room or the doctor. I do have Rocky's backpack, so he can carry his own water if we need to. But I'd like to be able to get the water at the beginning of the trailhead, which is fine here. This looks like a really nice Sheep Creek trail. Looks really nice. In fact, it looks like it has enough water that I don't even need to have Rocky have his pack. However, you see this little dotted line right here? That means it's a four-wheel drive trail. And my car, it's a bit older. I'm not sure it can make this four-wheel drive trail, but I might want to try this. Oh yeah, and then we're going over a pass here too. Looks like there's a pass that we climb over in our car. And then, there we go. And again, it doesn't say trailhead there. Trailhead usually means there's like a parking lot there. Or a TH, and so you might be parking on the side of the road there. But I'm kind of looking at that. But what I really want to do is I want to hike up in this area. Let me see. I want to hike in the map above this map. And I don't have that map. So I think that there's like a ranger station in here that I might be able to go to see if either they have a map, and maybe they don't have a nice map like this, but maybe they have a little map. Because of what happened yesterday, it's probably best for me not to go really crazy into the wilderness right now. But I think what I'll do is if I go like 3 to 4 miles in and 3 to 4 miles back, I think that's a pretty good hike. But the elevation I'd like to keep around 500 to 1,000 foot climb. Somewhere around there. I just don't want to overdo it. So that's my plan. Here's the plan. I'm going to eat this cookie. I'm going to make some real breakfast. We're going to leave because we got to meet this guy in an hour and it takes a half hour to get there. So I got to leave within a half hour. I'm going to try to find the ranger station. If there is one there. I think there's one there. And if I find the ranger station, I'm going to turn the camera back on. Let's see what the ranger station looks like. Sometimes they're not very nice in the ranger station. Sometimes they're really nice and sometimes they're really moody. We'll find out. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. I am at the ranger station now. There you go. There's the ranger station. We're going to be walking inside here soon. It's funny because I'm not usually in town that much, but I had my phone on and I took it off airplane mode and my phone was like beep, 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 beep. I got a ton of messages. Again, like I have no data at Spirit Forest, so it is, my phone just went crazy and I haven't really gone. I went to internet yesterday, but for some reason I just got a ton of messages. I guess last night or yesterday evening or something like that. And then I had someone cancel. I'm sad. Somebody canceled the backpacking class, and you know she's got some stuff going on, and I understand, and you know things happen, and I get that, you know. But then I was like, well, I wonder, it's only a week away. You think I should post something on like Facebook or Instagram saying I have an opening? Because I'd rather have it be full than, because I keep it small on purpose, you know, because that way, you know, I can give them extra time, but that means I can have another opening if somebody wants to do it. I was thinking, and then if I found someone that wants to do it, I would, you know, refund her all her money, but I mean, at this point, I have to pay insurance. In fact, one of the people that contacted me was my insurance company for Spirit Forest, and I owe more money now. for next year's. I always do the year ahead of time, so for next year's classes, they're asking for money. Isn't that what always insurance companies want? They want their money now. Okay, so I'm gonna go inside. Well, actually, you know, I think I'm gonna post to Facebook and say I have an opening in my class, and then I'm gonna go inside and let's see if we can find a trail that's like kind of, well, you can't see behind this, but there's a mountain range back here, and I kind of want to go in there a little bit. We'll find out. Let's see if they're nice. They were really nice and sweet. Like she hikes to all these mountain ranges and stuff. I could so see myself doing that later in life. I'll just to show people what trails to go on. It was really cool. I really liked being there, and they had a little shop with a lot of little gifts and stuff. They didn't have the trail map what I was looking for, but it was still really, really cool. I'm gonna try something new. She just gave me a trailhead. It's just a little bit of driving on a road, but we're gonna head that way. And she said it's really pretty and a lot of wildflowers are out. So that's right up my alley. So let's get over there. This is so pretty. I just had to stop here. This is not the trail that I'm looking for right now, but I wanted to stop and check it out, and Rocky was thirsty. This is nice. This is a really small trail though. I'm not looking for a tiny hike. This is a really little hike. So we're gonna go to another spot. I just wanted to see the river. I've been driving by it for a while, and it's so pretty. Rox, come on, we're just hanging out here. We're leaving now. He's all confused. We're leaving. We got a different trail we're going on. That was funny. He's like, what? I thought we were hiking. No, we just parked and then got out and looked at the river for a bit. It was really pretty. Gonna have to seriously get some sunscreen on. What a beautiful day, you guys. I am loving this. I am in such a great mood right now. I am loving it. Okay, let's get to the other trailhead. I think it's gonna be fun. She said wildflowers. That's what I'm wanting. Some nice wildflowers. My body can't take any more of this road. I can't. It's too bumpy. I'm like, ah, my uterus. So we're gonna walk up it. Isn't that pretty right there? Isn't that really pretty? Let me get out of it. Isn't that beautiful? That's really pretty. It's about 60 degrees. I always get asked about my weather, so it's kind of chilly, but I'll be hiking up that road. So I pulled out my map finally because it was in the back seat of my car. Remember that sign that I just showed you guys? It looked like this old mill that was falling apart. That's where the trailhead is. Well, this is it's called Horsetooth Gulch. I don't know. Oh, can you see it? Horsetooth Gulch. And then it becomes a four-wheel drive trail. And that's the trail that, ooh, I almost lost him. It's getting kind of windy. That's the trail I'm on. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's another car parked down there because this was a little too tough. No wonder my stomach's not feeling so good. That was a lot of bumps. Part of me wants to keep walking up there. I just kind of want to walk up there a little bit. I parked here, you know, I drove on this trail. I say we do it. Let's just walk behind this bin. Let me take a picture up there, and then we'll go back down to that trail sign and see if there's an actual trail. Like, I didn't see one. I didn't see anywhere to park or anything like that. All I saw was a bunch of private property signs. I didn't get dirty. Okay, let's do that. I think it'd be really pretty. There's a pass that goes over here. You really gotta have a four-wheel drive, like a Jeep or something like that, to get over that. And even this road's getting a little sketchy. Okay, let's do this. Look at this. You see it? You see the house behind me? There's a cabin there. I was like, people live here? That would not be my choice. You have like, it's like 11,000 feet. I bet you can only be at your cabin for like 4 months out of the year before you can't access your cabin anymore. And that looks like an expensive cabin over there. Look at this thing. One of the regrets that I always hear people talk about when they build in the mountains is if they build above 10,000 feet, because it's just too much snow. It's just too much, and it's like they just can't get to their cabin. And that was a really nice cabin. But look at all the snow, you know? Like, it's July. There's a lot of snow. And yeah, this year probably has more snow than other years, but I don't know, I hear that as a regret from a lot of people. That's what they say. I'm sorry if it's windy. This is really pretty. I'm actually very happy that I decided to walk up here. I don't care if I'm on a trail. There's no cars anywhere. So, I don't care if I'm on a road. You know, I'm having fun. That's all that matters. I'm at this little campsite I just showed you. This is really cool. I would totally stay the night up here. You just park your car just up there a little bit. Come down here and you got all this mountain views. My guess is we're about 11,400 feet, somewhere around there. This would be really nice. This would be really pretty. Scary in a thunderstorm, but pretty. I would totally do that. So there were 2 other trails that I passed while I was driving up. I guess one of them I didn't see because that's the one I drove by. But there was one right at the beginning. So I'm gonna go by those 2 trails. Because again, I just want to try new areas. You know, so if someone says, hey, where's a good place to go? I could say, go here, this is awesome, you know? Because I've been doing a lot of the same trails and I want to change it up a little bit. There's a lot of pretty areas out here and I want to explore a lot of them. So, and this is one of them. This, if you were car camping, I would say this is a good spot to go to. But just make sure you got a good car. Look how pretty that is. I wonder what that looks like with the sun setting. And west is about that way. About that way. I think. It's kind of like mid-noon, so it's kind of hard to see the shadows. But this is really cool, and you can like pitch up your tent over here, and then you got a stream nearby. Rocks, be careful, buddy. You're not swimming. No, no. Sometimes he just jumps in. No, no. Get over here. No, listen. Thank you. Listen. He's had plenty of water, you guys. He's fine. Still snow. I really like this. Okay, let's go check out the other trail that I missed. Let's get back to my car. Okay, I don't understand this. Why would you build a house so close to that? I mean, obviously they're gonna have like a porch come out, right? I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. You know, there's some more cabins up here, and I don't know why I just can't get over this fact that the people are building up here, because they don't plow this road. Like, sorry if my camera's all bumpy, but I'm on that dirt road still. Oh, and I couldn't find that trailhead. I checked the UTM coordinates of it and everything, and all I saw was a bunch of private property signs. So I moved on. So we're gonna go to the other trailhead that I saw. And I'm still looking, like I'm looking around to see if there's other trails. I wouldn't mind coming back here at some point. I would come back, for sure, I'd come back. But yeah, some of these houses are just huge. Like, you're talking like $600,000 to $500,000 homes up here. And I'm only guessing. only guessing how much these houses are going to cost, but why would you build? And they're huge, like they're like really big cabins. They're not little. Like I get the little small cabin up in the mountains, little off-grid, tiny little cabin. I get those, you know, those to me make sense. But these huge, you know, 3,000 square foot cabins, just you can only access 4 months out of the year. Like, why would you spend the money on that if the roads aren't even plowed and you can't even get to see your cabin? Why do I care about that? Why do I care what they're doing with their money? I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. I think it's just interesting. If I were to talk to them, I'd ask them that question. Why would you build out there? And I'm sure they'd come up with a really good answer too. Something like, you know, I live in Florida in the winter months, and I live in Colorado in the summer months, and this is what I like. And that to me, I'm like, okay. And maybe they're millionaires or something like that, and they could just afford these huge cabins out here in the middle of nowhere. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. There's my rant. Let's go find this trailhead. Look how nice this trailhead is. Look at this. They really spent some money to make this trailhead parking look really good. It's probably the nicest one I've seen yet this year. Okay, I got a feeling there's going to be mosquitoes in this one. I have a trail map to it, but I really didn't look into it too much. I just saw it driving in because I was like, wow, that's a really good trailhead. I gotta try that out. Okay, let's see what this trail's about.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud.
So I'm a little bit above 10,000 feet right now. So to get it in perspective for you, if you are at sea level right now, if you look up, I'm about a little over 1.5 miles above you, walking in the forest. That gives you a perspective of where I'm at. And this is beautiful. So it's a little bit higher than Spirit Forest, but only by a little bit. So it kind of looks kind of similar to my land. It has a lot of fallen trees, just like my land does too. Hopefully a fire doesn't come through here. But it is very pretty. I think this trail would be really good for kids. You know, if kids were on the trail, I think it'd be a really nice one for kids. So yeah. So look it up if you're in the area and you have kids and you want to go for a little hike. It does have an incline to it, but it's a very steady, slow incline.
I'll always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
Did you see that elk? Holy moly. Now, of course, I didn't get it all on video, but I was like walking like this down the trail, and I heard the hoofs behind me in a gallop. And at first I thought, for some reason, well, there's been horse poop on the trail. I was like, oh, someone's coming up in their horse. And I turned around, and it was that elk. And to me, that was like a huge elk. Of course, it wasn't that big. I've seen bigger, but it was coming right at me at full speed. And I'm like, holy moly. Like, it was charging me. And so I just did an instinct kind of thing and hid behind a tree. And then it acted all cool. You know, like it never saw me and stuff. And it started kind of going off in the trees that I showed you. Because at that point I got my camera out. Because I'm like, I'm going to be attacked by a elk. Man, my adrenaline was going. It was coming right at me. It really was. So, do you know that there's more deaths with the hoofed animals than there are with the predators for humans? Yeah, maybe look that up. I know I read it somewhere. Has to be true because I read it somewhere. But yeah, the elk can be pretty moody. It's usually the moms with the babies, but man, that was scary though. It's like his head was all down and coming at me. Whew. The only thing I could think of was hide behind a tree. And it wasn't really hiding, it was just the tree was my barrier, you know, between me and the elk. So I made a lot of loud noises after I filmed, and the elk turned around and just darted off. I mean, it scared him, and he just darted off. I think he's gone because Rocky and I are like hiking really fast, you know. Poor buddy, he's so tired. And usually he wants to chase those things. He was doing the same thing I was doing. He's like, he even stopped panting for a bit. So yeah, we're on alert now for a charging elk. I don't know how many miles we're at now. Maybe like 2.5 to 3. I think at the end. And I was looking at the map briefly. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do this little loop. I think it's about 5.5 miles total. Rocky's kind of done, but we're at this point where it's like, it's gonna turn back around. So we're fine. We'll be heading back to the car once it turns a little bit. Okay. Off to hiking some more. Crazy elks. Okay, now I need to get the map out. We came in on that trail. That was a little small trail, but now it looks like a road. There's another road. There's another road. And there's the wilderness. So I think that we have to go that way, but I gotta pull out my map. Okay, so we're there. So I was right, it's 182B. And that is that road right there. See, this was the good thing about having a map. I don't really need a map, but I like having a map. I always bring a map with me. So we're gonna come down here and then move our way down. So we really don't have that much left. And then we have to make it down to the road, but Rocky's about done. It's 70 degrees outside and that's too hot for Rocky. You hot, buddy? Maybe we can find him a little creek to lay in. So I'm thinking about the elk again. I have a story. I was in college, and this is really before my backpacking days. This was kind of more of a, I don't know, more right before backpacking days for me. This is when I just started exploring this kind of lifestyle. And my friends are like, hey, why don't we go car camping? And I'm like, well, what does that mean? They're like, we camp right next to our car. I'm like, okay. So we went to Estes Park and we camped in this designated camping spot. And there was a bunch of us, because you know when you're in college and someone says, hey, let's go camping, you get a ton of people to go. And then the older you get, less and less people come. Anyways, right off the camp spot, there was this really pretty meadow, kind of like that one I just showed you there. And it was a really pretty meadow, and my friend and I are standing there. And have you seen the movie Jurassic Park? And I think it was the first one, where they're standing there in the field and they're like, look how the dinosaurs go from this part of the meadow to the other part of the meadow, like they're flocking like birds. Well, that's what was happening with the elk. My friend and I are just standing there, we're like, look how they're doing it. And they're just running. I mean, full on running elk. And I'm like, and we're in the middle of this meadow. And I said to my friend, I'm like, they're coming our way. And we're like, holy moly, oh, mosquito. They're like, holy moly. We start running. Now, you don't know me that well, but I'm a pretty fast runner, you know. I beat them all to the trees. But man, was that scary. We are hauling, because it didn't really like dawn on us until they were like right there almost on top of us, and we're running. Man, and it sounded like the whole ground shook as this herd came by. It's one of those times in your life that you just, you know, those memories in your life you'll never forget. When a whole herd of elk comes running your way. Yeah, that's a little scary. A little scary. We laughed afterwards, but man, they're like, you're fast. I'm like, to each their own, man, I'm running. Oh, now I'm going uphill again. I feel like we're going uphill kind of the whole way. And it's not a big incline. It's just kind of this gradual incline. So we're gonna end up turning off. We're on the road right now. And we're gonna turn off the road at some point to go down. And I'm gonna guess it's gonna be, because it's only like a mile, 1.6 miles down. That's gonna be a pretty good down. Did I say thanks for joining me today? I wanna thank you. Thanks for joining me. It's really nice to be able to bring you along. You know, it's like I'm talking on the trail to myself and a camera, but I know a lot of the people behind this camera, so thank you for coming. I was thinking tonight we can hang out at the tent a little bit. This might be a longer daily vlog, I'm sure. Of course, you probably already know that. You clicked on it. Okay, I'm gonna hike up this hill. Might shoot just a little bit more, but not much. And then I'll see you at the car. That's nasty water rockers. Just nasty. Let's get you to a river, dude. That's gross. It's gross. It's just sitting water. Let's get you to a river. Come on. He just loves water. I don't know why I'm the only one here on this trail. It's a really pretty trail. Again, it's a little easy, so maybe that's why there's not that many people here. It's kind of an easier trail. But I think it's really nice. If you have some kids, or if you're just learning to mountain bike, that might be a really good trail to start out on. Okay. Oh. I don't know how many miles. Between 5 and 6 miles today. And then whatever we did up in the top of the mountain too. I really liked that hike. In fact, there's a part of me is I wish I knew I couldn't find the other trail, because then I would have just hiked up that pass. But you ready to get in the car, buddy? I think he's done. He's done, he's stinky. I couldn't find another river anywhere. So he's just gonna stink for a while. I am at the grocery store because I had a friend said that I need iron because I'm feeling really tired, like really tired. I can't stop yawning, and that's not like me. So maybe because of my condition, I think it's an opportunity to have some steak. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store. Hopefully it's still good by the time I get back to Spirit Forest and I can eat it. What time is it? It is 5 o'clock right now, so steak for dinner. Welcome back to Spirit Forest. I hope that you stay on and join me in the tent tonight. But currently right now I'm hungry. I haven't really eaten but some cookies and some oatmeal this morning. So it's time to eat, and I'm getting really tired, and my friend said because of my condition, and if you want to know about it, look at yesterday's video. She told me I need to have red meat because I'm lacking iron, and so I picked up some meat. That's really expensive, isn't it? $12? I don't know. This better be good. So, I don't normally cook steaks out here. I would normally cook it on a fire, to be honest with you, but I'm going to do a separate video to why you haven't seen me cook outside on a fire. That will be a separate video, but let's just put it this way. I'm not allowed to have a fire outside, so I have to cook on my stove. I would love to cook over a fire because this would taste so much better if I did. So I have some olive oil that I just put in a jar and brought up here. It just stays up here. And I have some salt and pepper. That's all I have. So hopefully it tastes okay. And I don't even know if I have a fork. Don't worry, you don't have to watch me eat this. I'm just gonna... I love to cook, and you would like not be surprised. I mean, you're probably surprised by that because I love to cook, and I never cook on my channel. I just do a bunch of camping food. Maybe someday I'll actually cook for you and make it really nice and stuff, but usually when I'm out here, like it's like today, like I'm just busy, you know, I'm doing a bunch of stuff, so the last thing I want to do is cook. And I don't even want to cook for, you know, it's like just cooking for me. Okay. It is all seasoned. I'm going to heat up my pan. I'm going to start cooking my steak, and I'm going to eat. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I'm done. I really don't like to cook a steak on a pan. I really don't. I'm guessing you're the same as me, but my cast iron skillet wasn't bad though. I don't have that here. But that actually was pretty good. I cooked some filet this winter on that. If you haven't seen those videos in my Viking tent, I cooked some fillets on it, and that was really, really good. Okay, let's get this thing going. It smells so good. Okay, I gotta make you guys dinner one time. One of these days, I'm gonna shoot a video for you, and I'm gonna make you a really nice dinner. It'd be like a date with Tammy. So here's my steak. I don't know if you see it. Now, I don't want you grossing out or anything like that, but I like my meat rare. In fact, I like it raw. I like steak tartare, but I was raised that way. My dad would feed us raw meat. So now I cook it. And there's bugs everywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and eat this and enjoy my dinner, and I will see you guys a bit later in the tent. I think I'm going to draw again. I think I need to take a little camp shower too. I'm in need of that. There's mosquitoes everywhere. Okay, I'll see you in... Oh, and I found a fork. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, I didn't realize I still have my headlight on. It's actually not dark out, but I was looking... Okay, let me start over again. My stove has been acting kind of weird lately. It's just not getting hot like it used to get hot, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I really don't need my tent to be like 80 to 90 degrees, but it's just not burning efficiently. So I thought that... And there was a storm that just came by, and lightning seriously like hit right over there. It freaked me out, like jumped up. But I was thinking something's wrong with my stovepipe, because yesterday when I was burning in it, I noticed that smoke. You see, smoke was coming out of here, and I'm like, that's not right. So I think I need to clean it. And I didn't know, last year I didn't clean it at all. This year it definitely looks like it needs to be cleaned. Let me show you, see if I can get a close-up of it. Okay, I gotta use my headlight in order for you to see it. You see how it's like, some of these are actually almost all clogged? So I think what I'm gonna do is take some of these spruce ends and clean that up. Sorry, it's not focusing. But here's the before, and I'm going to show you the after. You know, I could have done a whole video just on this, but this is a daily vlog, and this happened today. So, look. I'm gonna have to get my light out. Oh no, you can see. See, you could see, totally see through it now. If it were to focus. See, you could totally see through it. All nice and clean. You know, I really don't need a fire at night right now, but I'm burning some trash, and I just put a couple logs in. And when I say trash, I just mean like paper type trash. You know, I'm not burning anything. that's like plastic or anything like that. It's just more like napkins and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm getting eaten alive. Eaten alive. I shouldn't be wearing shorts. But I was like, hey, I'm gonna get dirty doing this, so before I take a quick shower, my camping shower, I'm gonna be cold. Before I do that, I wanted to check this out. And you know, I'm really happy I did, because I bet that was pretty dangerous too. Like, I bet it was pretty dangerous. It was like almost all sealed up. And I knew something was wrong when I looked at it and smoke was coming out of the side of the pipe. Something was wrong, like something was up. And it just wasn't burning right. It really wasn't. It wasn't burning right, so something was going on. This is like last year, I didn't have to do this all year. You know what it probably was? I didn't even think about this. Remember how I burned? Well, hold on. I've never burned, last year, never burned one of those Duraflames in that stove. This was the first year I burned a Duraflame in there. I bet that was it. And I've only burnt 2 total. I did one when my older daughter was here, just to keep her warm during the night. And I did another one for my class, so that way I could pay attention to them instead of constantly loading my stove. And again, it's because I have Aspen here. Aspen burns fast. I have to load my stove for this stove about every 10 minutes. I gotta load it. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have mosquito bites all over me. All right, I'm gonna get back in the tent, but it's all part of the journey, right? I'm learning a lot of new stuff, and I like that. I like learning new stuff. So if you have one of these stoves, make sure you clean it out. That was really easy with those spruce branches. That was really easy. It came off really easy. It's not sticking to it, but it kind of looks like little flakes throughout the interior of the stovepipe. But I think I don't need to build a fire tonight, but I think I'm just gonna build one, like a really small one, and just kind of see how it does, see if it's any better. I am now in my tent, and I have lit the candles, and it's just really peaceful and quiet. And I have both the doors like wide open with the screens on, of course. And if I turn my camera, you wouldn't be able to see it, but I have a lot of these little trail lights throughout the property, and I can see them all over there, and it's really kind of cool just to watch it. So I was sitting here and I was listening to music, and I was drawing some more, and I have a new drawing to show you. Let me show you right now. I'm going to show you my new drawing. So this time I drew, again, I'm trying to draw some items that are here at Spirit Forest, and this time I drew this little box that was made for me by the wood at Spirit Forest. This is the aspen from some of the aspen trees here, and I put my keys in it. It's my my key box now, so because I keep losing my keys, so that's what's there. And I'm sorry if it's really hard to film in my tent at night, so I'm really sorry if it ends up going blurry. But here is my little box. And I hope that by the end of this like daily vlog here, at least this part of it, before I head back to the city, I'll take pictures of all of them. And so you'll be able to see all the drawings that I've done. It's just kind of fun. I mean, this isn't to scale at all. In fact, it looks kind of odd. But it's fun, and each one of them kind of means something. And if this is the first video that you saw in my my daily vlog series, I'm drawing these for a friend of mine that is going through a really bad time, or hard time actually. It's just more of a hard time for him. And I'm hoping that by drawing these and giving them to him with a little note, so I have a little area on each one of the pages where I can write a little note, and then I can go to the back side as well and continue to write a note. So I'm trying to get at least like 6 to 7 notes for him. I think would be really good. What I'd like to do is I just kind of want to share. If you want to listen, I just kind of want to share some of the stuff that I'm going to be writing. Not in all detail, because some of it will be between him and I, but some of the drawings and kind of tell you what it means to me. Like art is a big thing for me, you know, in my life. Art is a big thing, and drawing something and having it have meaning is really good too. So here is my first drawing. Hope you could see that. And again, I'll at the end of my Spirit Forest daily vlogs, I'll try to get a picture of all of them, you know, before I write notes in them, because that will be kind of private. But the subject of this letter is going to be seeing beauty in everything, no matter how small. And you know, flowers are very small, and you could see the beauty in the flowers. And it's again kind of more of like a metaphor of how, and I think he does see the beauty in a lot of little small things that, like for example, these little letters that I'm giving him, you know, he can appreciate that. So that's an idea for that one. And again, I'm trying not to get too personal. This was the other one I drew, which is my little teapot that I like. I bought this teapot on Amazon, and it has a little bird on it. And this one I was thinking about something. Let's see. Some things it is better just to stop. Oh, sometimes I can't even read my own writing. Sometimes it's better to stop and enjoy the moments. And the teapot to me represents that, because a lot of times when I'm drinking tea is the only time that I sit and then I'm just absorbing kind of what's around me and enjoying that moment. And this person has helped me try to do some of that, and just to sit and enjoy the moment that I'm in. And that's kind of what the teapot represents for me, is those are the times where I sit and I just drink tea. Okay, don't worry, it's not going to be, I don't have that many drawings. Here's my little bear. Isn't it so cute? So cute. This one's kind of a reminder of the good times when I bought this bear. I was having such a wonderful time, and it was so much fun. And so every time I see this bear, which is right there, every time I see that bear, I smile, because it reminds me of some good memories that I have. So I'm going to write him for him to remember the good memories in his life, because that's what will make you smile. Okay, and then right now we're on this one, which is, I don't know why it's not focusing. This is the little box it has my key in it, which has a little Spirit Forest. It has I don't know what you call it, a keychain thing. This little Spirit Forest keychain thing. And this one can be like the smallest gifts can be the best, you know, because I got this as a really special gift for me. And it took a lot of time to put this together, and sometimes those little small gifts that someone really spends a lot of time on are truly the best kind of gifts. Not the ones that you could just buy at a store, but the ones that you've actually thought of and put a lot of care and love into them. You know, like this one was made for me from my land, and it's very precious to me, you know, and it means a lot. And it takes a lot of skill to make something like this. And so just, you know, sometimes the little small gifts are the ones that mean the most. And then I started this one, but then it started getting really dark outside because I didn't realize it was like 8 o'clock when I was putting together my fire chimney. But I started to do, come on, you can focus, Cannon. And it's just the beginning, so maybe I can talk about this one or show you when I'm done, because he doesn't have any legs. But it's a bear, if you could kind of tell, and if you're used to my channel, that's the bear that's, let me see if it gets focused. Okay, that's the bear that is outside, that sits outside, and he's holding a little honey pot. Oh, it's not, there you go. You see it, he's holding a little honey pot. The reason my arm's going up is because I'm trying to get my camera to focus on me. And this one's kind of cute because I actually got another sign over here about bears that I got from a subscriber, and I said I'm going to write about guarding your honey. You know, the things that are truly precious to you and the things that you really need in your life are the ones that you should guard, and those are the ones that you should protect the most. You know, and it's not always, and I'm probably going to go, I haven't written this stuff yet, so these are just ideas of what I'm going to write. But I think I'm going to talk about a lot of times it's not just items, you know, that you need, but it's stuff that you truly need to live. Like love, you know, and friendship. A lot of that is truly what you need. And so I'm going to write about guarding your honey. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then I have another one that I'm going to draw too. But I'm here for a few more days. You guys, I'm here for a few more days. So this has been just so fun to write these. And I really hope that the person that I give it to really likes it. You know, there's always a part of me, like, sometimes I'm really cheesy, you know. Sometimes I am. And I just hope they like it. And I hope it helps them. You know, and I hope it helps them through their journey and trying to help themselves, you know, because the only person that can help you is yourself. It's not somebody else. So I hope it helps them just to kind of think about life in a different way, you know. Okay, enough about that. But speaking of art, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? Well, let's see. If it's raining, I won't do this. But I am going to enter in an art contest tomorrow. And I'm going to take you guys along. So if you see tomorrow's video, you will see me doing some art. And I am going to do some chalk art. And I have some ideas. I do. I have some ideas of what kind of chalk art I'm going to do. I've done one before, but this time I want to spend a little bit more time on it. And it's really hard because it's on asphalt, and there's a lot of like bumps and dirt, and yeah, it's pretty messy, you know. So, and it's not a really organized thing. Most of the people doing it are kids, you know. I've won, is it 2 or 3 years? 2 years in a row I've won. And this year, I don't know if I'll win or not. I don't know. You know, I don't want to say I'm going to win. But if I do win, I think I'm going to donate the winnings. The winnings, the last 2 years were ice cream. So if I get that, I'm going to donate it to some kids that have done some art there that I think are really good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I always feel bad when I win, you know. It's like you get like $15 worth of ice cream, which actually is a lot of ice cream because their ice cream cones are pretty cheap over there, and they're only like $2.50. So it takes a while to spend $15. But we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If it's raining, it's a little hard to do chalk art. But okay, so these are my ideas. Tell me what you think. These are my ideas. I think I'm gonna do a mountain scene because it's like Colorado, so I'm gonna do Colorado stuff. I'm gonna do like a mountain scene, maybe with some snow and a pine tree or something like that. That's one idea. Another idea is that this is going to be in the town of Fairplay. So I was thinking I'd draw something with the word Fairplay on it and then have like a mountain scene, more of kind of like a logo type of drawing. And then I was thinking that maybe I do a columbine flower, which is one of my favorite flowers. It's a wildflower here in Colorado, and with a hummingbird on it. And I think that would be really cool too. I don't know. I can't decide. And then my last one I was thinking of doing is a trout, a fish, a cutthroat trout, I think it is. I've never drawn a fish before. So I thought that it would be, someone asked me a while ago if I wanted to draw like a tattoo of a trout. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, I don't think I've ever drew a fish before. But so I might do that. I don't know. We'll see, because I've never drawn a fish before. Cutthroat trout, I think, has little dots on their top part. It's like a rainbow trout, but then it has dots on it. So that might be something, because this area that I'm in is really big into fly fishing and a lot of fishing stuff. So there's tons of fly fishing stores around and everything like that. So I thought that people might connect with that. Who knows? If I have enough time, I'd probably just draw all of those. Maybe I'll just draw all of them and not concentrate in just one and just draw a whole bunch of different ones. You know, I only have like an hour to do them. So it should be, I don't know, whatever. It should be fun. I hope you join me tomorrow. I am going to start writing my letters now. And I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to say goodnight. And I hope, again, this was probably a very long daily vlog, but I hope to see you on tomorrow's vlog and see what kind of art, chalk art, I'm going to do. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.